lawyers need to get into specialization. Corporate law, company law tribunal, consumer disputes commission, enforcement directorate laws. The age and era of my times of jack of all trades is gone. Everybody wants a specialist. You have to be a master of one. Specialize in one, pick it up, follow it up, grow in it. You can make a clientele. Listen to these webinars on the website. Interesting to know because the thought process is the same of the people talking about this. Dr. Balram Gupta has advocated, Mr. R.S. They're in their 80s. They belong to a generation when I was a student. But their thinking is quite the same. You have a very enlightened Vice Chancellor who is an expert of the law of the sea. To most of you, nobody will even understand what is the law of the sea. So it's a question of thinking. My son, who is in another God, used to talk about submarine cables. I always thought that these were cables meant to guide the routes of ships and routes of underground vessels. No. Submarine cables are the cables which control the entire internet and the handling of the connectivity issues all over the world. It's thinking, thought process. The more you read, the more you learn. You have such a enlightened Vice Chancellor who talks about the law of the sea. And I am at sea knowing what is the law of the sea. Good. Anybody else? Anybody else who has been enlightened? Yes, yes. You'll have to come to the front.
Now, I would like to ask how do different religions, for example, the Muslim personal law, which is firstly not even codified, secondly gives a lot of importance to the father. And how does that come into play in a child removal case?
You see, when we come to the child removal issue, we will go back to what there is one good thing about the Constitution, what's that? It is a secular law. So whether you are Muslim, Christian, Hindu, doesn't matter. Second, the Juvenile Justice Act, talking about the best interest of the child, is also a secular law. So these are religion-free laws. If you are in a family court, the court is not going to administer your Muslim law. The court will administer Guardian and Watch Act and Juvenile Justice Act. So there are secular laws which the government of India in its wisdom has framed, which implement law. You can adopt a child under Hindu law, but you can also, as a Hindu, adopt a child under the Juvenile Justice Act. You have an option. Likewise, in custody, you can go to an Islamic court under Muslim law, but you can go to the Guardian and Watch Act. So it all depends on who is your lawyer and how smart he is. And he sees which side is the bread buttered. Anybody else? Yes.
Sir, you said that India is not a signatory to the convention of 1980. So what are the reasons that India is not ready to be a part of it?
Very good question. I was a part of the Business Committee, and I was helping a lot of countries participate to give their viewpoints. And the Americans were very keen that India should sign the convention because they have over 250 children in India who are not going back. The charge team mission of the American embassy came with the team, and I was sitting on the committee till some lady lawyers who had a different viewpoint came and said, "What is this lawyer doing here? Is he an American agent?" So I was called an American agent. So I told the Americans, listen, you have to pay me a fee now because I am an agent. See, it's a thought process. Now, some lawyers promoting a viewpoint say, if we sign this, we will surrender to the convention, which means India will lose its hands. Now, that's not right. Women will not be forced to go back. there is a Article 13 exception in the convention also, and if a grave exceptional hardship occurs, we have taken care of it in the bill also. The woman will not need to have go back. But saying I will not sign the convention, I don't want to do anything with the convention because of this fear is in my view not correct. If you have to develop and grow, you have to take it both ways. Instead, have safeguards, have protections, and take care of it. We don't want to do that. Same position as surrogacy. We allowed it to go on from 1995 till 2021. Now you want to stop it altogether because it's bad, it's illegal, it's promoting wrong things. Why did you let it go? Why did you let it go on for so many years? It's gone in the grey market. Instead, regulate it like CARA. Create a body, regulate it, screen people, only those who are fit, let them do it. Otherwise, it's like people. See, aborting a law, killing a law, or pushing a law to the carpet, not a solution. You have to take the law, deal with the law, and make a balanced law. And let a court test it. If the law is wrong, then go. But saying I will not sign the convention, I don't think is a good idea. And I think the fears in the government too are unfounded. There are 3 reports of the Law Commission asking India to sign the convention. Don't want to do it. I was the only country in that hall in the United States in Washington, in a gathering of 100 legal experts, judges and policymakers who were not a signatory. And everybody wants to know why. No, I can't, what I'm talking to you is I can't tell them. But all the same, we are contributing to the problem in the biggest way because of our numbers. And we are concerned because an Indian or an Indian turned a foreigner is in every country in the world. Write, speak, go to my blog, go to my website, you'll see I speak. Let's go on. See, it's like saying, कारवां चलता रहा, हम बोलते रहे. So, life keeps moving. Yes, next please.
So, adding on to the question, as you stated that we haven't signed the convention. So, how do you practically inculcate the steps taken as if
See, to sign a convention, you need the approval of the committee of the cabinet at the topmost level. We did it in 2007. I was a part of a delegation of a Dutch ambassador, people from the Hague, an American ambassador. We agreed. But then, before you sign a convention, you have to make a law to incorporate the provisions of the convention. So you have to make a bill. You have to take out the principles of the convention, and then you sign an instrument of accession in the Hague, saying we will adopt to the principles of the convention. Because to implement the convention, you have to make an enabling law in India. Meaning you have to first make a bill, that's the Indian process of making a law. Then the bill has to go to Parliament, it may be referred to a Senate committee. Then the bill becomes an act, then you can sign the convention, saying we've already got the infrastructure in the machine. This is how it happened in the adoption convention. We have signed the 1993 adoption convention. But it took us, Lakshmikant Pandey, 84, 86, 88, 93 conventions signed. 2015 we made the bill. We moved very slow. See, family law is a poor country other than Indian law. It doesn't fetch money. It doesn't fetch votes. So, law is slow. See, arbitration, bringing in money, arbitration law amendments are very fast. How do we deal with that? See, as you grow, you will realize we have a law commission of India. Changes every 5 years. Law commission gives reports. The reports keep gathering dust in a cupboard. It's the government's free will.
So what can we expect in the near future?
Go and meet the Prime Minister and tell him next time you will visit Delhi, go to the Prime Minister's office and say, please ask the man. What do you say, sir? Yes, sir. So man won't take over. Man says enough is enough.